This is a really long, overdue video. And a video I felt it necessary to make, given how inconsistent and scarce my uploading schedule has been. If you're wondering why I'm talking a bit weird, or why my voice sounds a little bit off, it's because, I'll get to it in more detail later, but point is, I'm dealing with a sickness, and I just recently got my voice back. It's not 100%, but nevertheless, I've kind of debated what to make the title of this video, and you'll know what it is when you see it. But I think, yeah. Let me just start off by saying, May 2022 has been the worst month of my entire life. Literally the worst, and there are several problems with it. First, friendships. Most times I have things to look forward to in the day-to-day, but I nowadays lack the time, the energy, and fuck it. Point is, some friendships feel more like a chore now, like a responsibility, than a desire, you know? Like most times I actually want to hang out with my friends, and recently some of those have been starting to feel more like a duty, like a necessity, or something that I want, like a job. And that wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't 90% of my day. Like, the friends that I want to hang out with, I see every day. The only problem is that all the time I get to spend with that particular group of friends culminates to not even an hour of my day. And I am up for majority of it. Like, nowadays, talking with Byron is always going to be a highlight of my day. If you need any more proof, look at this picture. I mean, fuck, that was created just randomly after a conversation me and him had. Like, if you think we've changed since the Salty Boys, me and Byron, I'd argue, have gotten better. Like, talking with Byron's always going to be a highlight. And then there's the other morons, Fun Godzilla and Eyeless Arts, and I don't see Eyeless Arts often because our schedules don't align in school, but you know, he's there. And I get to say hi to Zilla a few times a day, but you know, that's all really. I just recently started talking to Sierra again, so that's cool. Was supposed to go see a movie with her, but couldn't because I got sick. And then there's Austin and Isaac, but I don't get to see those too often because they're grade 12s and I'm grade 11. So, yeah, no, all my communications with friends happen in the span of under an hour, in a day where I'm up for 3/4 of it, which is already a bit sad. But that leads into my next point. What is my next point? Downtime. Point number 2, downtime. You might be wondering what downtime is, and I honestly wish I could tell you, but quite frankly, with how things have been in May, downtime has gone extinct to me. I don't know what downtime is. I wish I did. But, okay, bit of a story time, right? Actually, no, screw it. I'm not story time. There have been weeks. Let me do some simple math for you, okay? Each week is 24 hours. Excluding the time that I use to sleep, which is usually between midnight and 6 in the morning. and then I get up for school. On weekdays, I'm specifically talking about weekdays. I go to school and then I have to go to work or whatever. There was a week, and I can't remember what week it was, but there was a week where I wasn't even home. I was nearly home for 2 hours, but I was not home for even 2 hours every day. Like, I would get up in the morning, and I'd have that time at home to get ready for school. So I had maybe an hour, 45 minutes, hour and a half at most. But there's that. And then I'd come home from school. Okay? I'd come home from school. And I would have like a short half-hour window at most to just chill before going to work. Some days they hire me in for 4:30. So I don't even get to go home after school. I drive in a car after getting changed at school to Walmart, and then get to come home and at 11. And from 11 to whatever, I can decide how much of my time I want to spend avoiding trying to go to sleep to do whatever I would have wanted to do had I had the time after school. And so, basically, that whole 5-day week, I barely had 2 hours at home, most of which was being used to prepare for something else. Which means at the end of the week, I wasn't even home for 10 hours total. 10 hours total. 24 times 5, I'm not going to do the math. Actually, I will do the math. 40 hours. No, I didn't do that right. But like, now it's starting to bug me that I don't know the times. That's 124 hours. I'm doing it off the top of my head. Okay, shut up. But 124 hours. We're just gonna say 124 hours. 5 days in a week. I wasn't even home for 10 of them. I don't know downtime. And you might be thinking, oh, what about the weekends? The weekends, they initially started having me ready for 3:30 to 11, which were closing times. Sure, whatever. Yeah, okay. That gives me, a bit of a morning to work. And now recently they've started booking me in from 7 a.m. to 3:30, so I work openings. I honestly prefer those more, but even so, I come home, and I've thought about making YouTube videos when I come home from work. But at that time, I've considered both sides, and I really just don't think it's worth your guys' time to see me make videos when I'm that tired, because quite frankly, I don't think the content will be that good. Quite frankly, by the time I come home, I'm exhausted. The only reason I'm not passing out is because usually my parents drive me to Tim's afterwards and I get an ice cap. I am exhausted during the weekends because I need the little bits of downtime, if you can even call it downtime, to just rest from the amount of shit going on everywhere else. Which leads me into my next point, work. Now, actually, before we talk about work, I have to talk about something else. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm kind of, in case you need to, a refresher on what I'm doing, I'm listing every single thing that made May horrible, which is in turn going to explain where I've been in terms of very few YouTube videos being posted. Which will in turn help with the benchmark, and if you don't know what benchmarks are, it's an old series that I do where I kind of make a small video every now and then depicting what's happening at that time to keep updates and like see my growth and everything. So yeah, it's an update video from where I've gone to a benchmark and, a bit of a vlog too. Nevertheless, iCourse. That's what we gotta talk about next, because in order to talk about work, I have to talk about iCourse. iCourse, in case you need a refresher on what that is, if you don't go looking on the channel, you won't find it. But iCourse, okay. Grade 11. drama. You saw me take it. You saw me do it. You saw it, right? If you've watched any of my my performances or my breakdowns of performances between Who Was On First, where I played Costello, all the way down to Time of Your Life by William Saroyan. Any performance in that range is from grade 11. And so I did that, right? Now here's the thing. In my grade, it was a three-way split because they didn't have enough students in grade 10 nor grade 12 to have their own drama classes. So we were all kind of one big split. There were an abundance of grade 11s, a handful of grade 10s, and only 3 grade 12s. And I want to say 2/4, or I guess 4/8 of the culminating for the grade 12s was to do a play or with a script they found online. But there's only 3 of them, so they can't do the play, and this is called stage 12. They chose to do I-Chorus, in which they decided, with the help of the drama teacher, to get the grade 11s to do the play for the grade 12s, and the grade 12s directed. Funny thing, the grade 11s didn't even get marks for it. We didn't get any sort of praise for it. We just kind of did it for them without choice. So yay us. But yeah, no, we did that, and it was supposed to be a one-time thing. But then when COVID restrictions lifted and whatnot, they started thinking, why don't we do this for a live audience, parents and such? And so they did. Opening night, Tuesday, May 10th. Closing night, Thursday, May 12th. Those 3 days, performances. Yay. So, every Tuesday and Thursday, starting in I can't remember if it's late March or early April. But every Tuesday and Thursday, around that time range, we would do rehearsals where we would stay at school until 5:30. And then, as we got closer to the show dates, the times we'd stay at school would start to increase because we wanted to slowly progress to doing the entire show in rehearsals. So, the Tuesday and Thursday, the week before the performances, I forget what days those are. That's, I believe, the 2nd and the 4th? No, the 3rd and the 5th. Yeah. That Tuesday, May 5th, 3rd, and Thursday, May 5th. Those days we were there till 6, maybe 7. I don't remember the exact times. But the Friday, May 6th was our tech rehearsal, in which case we were at school until 7:30, 8 o'clock. Which, in case you don't know, I get to school at 8:10 from my bus, because my bus goes really quick. So I was there for 12 hours. And then, Saturday, Sunday, work and everything. But then Monday was our dress rehearsal, in which we stayed to school until 9 p.m. That's over 12 hours for me at school. So if you're wondering who I am on the weekdays, it's fucking doing their dirty work. And then there was the shows. And, funny thing about I-Chorus, it was initially supposed to be 3 shows. However, they decided in their great minds, the wonderful minds of the directors, wouldn't it be awesome if we recorded I-Chorus again and then spliced together the good moments from the closing night, because we only recorded the closing night. Wouldn't it be great if we took the moments from the closing night that were the best, and the nights from this performance that were the best, and we mashed them together to make the perfect performance? That's what we're gonna do. So, guess what? This upcoming Friday, I have to go and do another rehearsal for drama. And then on Monday, we do another rehearsal for drama. And then, Tuesday, May 31st, we do it again. I don't even want to do it again, but they're gonna do it again, so we gotta do it again. So that's where I've been in terms of I-Chorus. It's taken up a lot of my time on the weekdays. And usually those would be the days of my downtime, because work, which I'll get into, is an ever-loving sack of fucking shit. What do I mean? Well, next point. Walmart. The wonderful job my parents talked me into getting. They told me it was time, you gotta get a job. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll get a job. I was a little reluctant, but I would be willing to do it. Only problem is we decided to get a job at the same time I was doing the play. So what happened is, like a week or two into doing the play, like the rehearsals for the play, I got hired by Walmart. And so Walmart, being the wonderful company they are, and I'm sure they're not the only company that does, and from a business perspective I kind of understand this, but still it's douchey. Sorry if that's gross for you. Actually, give me a minute. Okay. Work has been a hassle. I get out of school at 3. My bus comes at 3:15. I get home around the time frame of somewhere between 3:50 and 4:10. Somewhere in that time range is when I get home every day from school. So that's like a 40-minute bus ride. Work, I told them my hours. I did. Admittedly, this part's my fault because with my parents kind of influencing me too, I said I could start work around 4:30. And given the time frame, there's not enough time for me to get home, get changed, eat dinner, and then go there. So what ends up happening is I wait at school until 2:45. I mean 4:45, so 3:45, and my dad will come. And by that time I've already gotten changed for work in school. In which case I will get into his car, we will drive there, I will eat part of my dinner in the car, and then go in for my shift. So not only do I lack downtime, I lack the proper time to eat a fucking meal. Yay! Point is, work is tedious. Walmart, don't get me wrong, they pay well. It is a financially steady job and will propel me very well into my future. Like, I will have a lot of money capable to stay afloat when I go to university and everything. Like, that won't be denied, but honestly, there was this one thing that my mom said, and I don't quote a lot of what she said, and a lot of what she said doesn't stick in my head, but this one quote has really stuck with me, and it's, what's the point in making a living if you have no future to spend that living on? Because we've been talking about it, and Walmart books me in ludicrously. They are half the reason why that one week I wasn't home for even 10 hours. My weekends are the reason I'm exhausted because I'm working openings or closings for them. This week, actually, let me tell you a fun little thing about this week. Last week, I had to go to my supervisor, in which I had to tell her off, and I did, I told her off, and my mom even was like hands to mouth in the car when I was reading out the message that I sent my supervisor, because it was harsh, but it was straightforward, it was direct. And so, I had to tell off my supervisor for how they've been booking me. Because, believe it or not, and I was going to say this for its own little point, which is going to be called exhaustion, but back in elementary, grade 9, grade 10, first semester, grade 11, it didn't matter if I got no sleep at all, 1 sleep, 2 hours of sleep, whether I got a full sleep or not, I would never fall asleep in class. I physically cannot. It just doesn't work for me. But recently, since, like, the end of my course, or I thought was the end, I've been falling asleep in philosophy. I've been falling asleep in grade 12 religion. I've been falling asleep in my classes because I am more exhausted than I let on. So I had to go tell off my manager for relying on a 17-year-old kid to do all of your goddamn work when no one else is there. And it's all because they take advantage of the fact that I'm a new employee who's determined to put himself in a bit of a yes man. It's ludicrous. And they still haven't changed my hours, so this very week, And for those of you who don't know, the way Walmart, at least I don't know about other jobs, but the way Walmart schedules it, it like starts at Saturday and goes down till Friday. So that's how they count your hours each week. This week, they had me booked in for 33 hours. 33 hours. And let me tell you, the max amount of hours a student can work when school is active is 28. So I had to tell them off because they got me in wrong. And technically I couldn't sue them even if I wanted to because I'm not working 28 hours. As you know, I said this week, and I'll talk about it later, but I have sickness, right? And it was so bad to the point where I couldn't go in on Saturday, in which I was booked from 7 a.m. to 3:30, and I couldn't go in Sunday, which was between 7 a.m. and 3:30. And Monday's a holiday, so nobody works, thank God for that. That would have been my one day of downtime had I not gotten sick. Today, I wasn't supposed to work either, and today I'm technically supposed to be at school, but I'm still sick, so I'm at home. But Wednesday, they actually had me booked in starting at 4. And I've sent her a message before I start recording this that I cannot work starting at 4. How hard is it to grasp that I am a student who needs time to eat, who needs time to get there? How hard is it to grasp that I can only start at 4:30 and that is stretching it? Start me at 5 for fuck's sake. So they got me currently booked in Wednesday 4 to 11, Thursday 4 to 11, Friday 4 to 11. That adds up to 33 hours. And funny thing, I forget which Batman video I was recording. I think it was episode 10 or episode 9. I was recording that Batman episode, and once I was done, I realized I had a voicemail from work. My supervisor had asked me to, instead of working till 3:30 Saturday and Sunday, to work till 4. So that's an extra half hour, both days, which, in case you need math done, equals an hour. So I was going to be working 34 hours, actually. A full-time worker works at least 40 hours. So I am 6 hours off, or I was supposed to be 6 hours off from working full-time. And I am a goddamn grade 11 student. 17 years old. Even though I don't look it. That, honestly, Walmart does not know how to book a student. And I can make a full video by itself where I just rant about how horrible Walmart is. Because let me tell you, I could tell a lot of stories about Walmart, and I've only been working there maybe just over a month. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. Not right now, I don't have the time to. So what's my next point? My next point is sickness. Remember how I said downtime was extinct? Oh shit. That wasn't an editing mistake. That was literally just, I've done that before. It's a glitch. A glitch in my brain where I repeat the same thing to really analyze how I said it because I found it interesting or something. It's a bit weird, kind of instinctual. I don't really think about it until after, but that just happened twice. Usually it happens 3 times. It happened twice. Anyway, remember when I said downtime was extinct and that time was intentional? Yeah, okay. Downtime wasn't going to exist for me. The only reason I got downtime, the only reason I have any sort of downtime, is because I was sick. And my sickness today is not that bad. Yesterday, not that bad. The day before, not too terrible. But my sickness prevents me from enjoying my downtime that much. So, in turn, the one time I get downtime, I can't enjoy it. Because Friday I felt like shit. Oh, I felt like shit. I mean, I made it through school, but my nose was running profusely that entire time. And towards the end I developed a bit like of a hurt throat. I don't know what I did, but it's weird. My allergies, I don't know if it's my allergies or if I just caught a cold. But Friday was horrible. it was hard to sleep. Honestly, sleeping was the worst part. And the next day I woke up, sore throat went away, but it had done something to my vocal cords because I could barely talk. And, part of it was just me. Like, I could raise my voice if I wanted to, but I really just didn't want to with the condition my throat was in. So I couldn't talk. And then Sunday, I could talk a bit more, but still chose not to. Runny nose, still there, but less prominent. I think around this time I started developing a bit of a cough. Yeah. And then Monday, nose, barely a problem. Throat, I can talk again. Not well, but I can talk again, as you can see. And cough is still there, a little more prominent, but nothing too much. And now there's today. And today, well, it's hard to say. I haven't explored it much. But, runny nose ain't really there, but it's still a little there. Voice is still recovering. And there's a bit of a cough. Oh, another symptom yesterday is that my head was very light all the time. Like, it hurt. I actually couldn't play Brawl Stars with Eyeless Arts because of my head. And, like, it's weird. Today, like, I know my ear isn't clogged. I am well aware that my ear isn't clogged. There is nothing in my ear. I mean, obviously there's a bit of wax, because you need a bit of wax for your ear to operate correctly. But it's not like an immense amount of wax to the point where my ear is clogged. It's not clogged. But it feels like it is. Like, it's hard to explain, but it kind of just feels that way, even though I know it's not. So, in terms of sickness, I was supposed to go after my work shift to see a movie with Sarah. We were gonna do that. We had set up that plan, and I couldn't because I was sick. I was supposed to see The Sisters this weekend, and I couldn't because I was sick. Could have played Brawl Stars with Eyeless, and I couldn't because I was sick. The one time I get downtime and I can't do anything that I want, aside from draw. I finally got the time to draw, because all through May I haven't had time to draw, I haven't had time to do YouTube. Now, the final point that I want to make, and this is what really sells it home, that May 2022 was the worst month of my entire life. I didn't get to enjoy my birthday. I truly didn't. I did not enjoy my birthday. See, I do a lot of this. I do a lot of stuff for people. And I usually don't ask for it, but I didn't get thanks from anybody. I don't get thanks often for it. Like, I get told, sometimes that, oh, you're a really big member of iChorus. Or, you put so much time and effort into this. But I don't think I've ever once received a thank you from the director for working on iChorus. For sticking through it. Like, I don't even know if they're fully aware of how much I've sacrificed doing iChorus. I don't think work is aware of how much I've sacrificed, despite me telling them how much I've sacrificed to work at Walmart. I don't think they're aware of what I am doing. I don't remember the last time I got a thank you. My birthday, for those of you who don't know, was actually the closing night. The director knew this, but my birthday was the closing night. And I didn't want that much recognition for my birthday, because quite frankly, I don't like it. It feels expected, and then I feel like an asshole. Self-centered and everything. But my birthday was the closing night, Thursday, May 12th. School went okay, nothing special. My parents barely got to celebrate it with me, so at the end of the day, all I got was a note in my sandwich that said, "Happy birthday, Jay," and messages with screenshots from the rest of my family showing what they posted on Facebook and Instagram and everything. I came home, and the play was supposed to be there by 5:30. And then doors open at 6, and the show starts at 7. And I get home, like I said, around 4:10 at the latest. The first night, I was fine. The second night, I must have eaten something weird because my stomach felt horrible all the way through my course. So day 3, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna push it too much. But my family decided to order pizza. And I'm not like lactose intolerant or anything, but when I eat things like dairy products, my stomach has a hard time breaking them down. I think it's like a form of IBS or something. And so with like pizza and all that, I have to drink an immense amount of water afterwards for things to go in a copacetic way. So I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to feel like I had to use the washroom during the performance. So at the end of the day, my family saved me 5 wings. My birthday dinner was 5 little chicken legs. Initially I was thinking, oh, I'll just have pizza when I come home from my course. 5 little chicken legs. That was my birthday dinner. We come home, and my sisters came to see, my cousin came to see, but because it was a Thursday, and next day is Friday, and they have school on Friday, they had to get back home. My sisters to Cambridge, my cousin to Waterloo. So, I didn't have time to eat dinner. Like, those 5 little chicken wings were my entire birthday dinner. We had to rush to eat cake, and then rush to open my birthday gifts, which are mainly just clothes. And although I don't usually complain about birthday gifts, and although I don't mind getting clothes, it felt so bland after everything I've done. And like, yeah, I had to rush through 2 birthday traditions that you should never have to rush through, simply so everyone else could get back home to go to school the next day. I didn't enjoy my birthday. I didn't really get to even celebrate it the way I wanted to. I, to this day, have not been able to hang out with any of my friends to celebrate my birthday. I haven't hung out with Austin to continue our tradition of celebrating both our birthdays at the same time. And like I said, I couldn't hang out with Sierra, I couldn't play Brawl Stars with Isaiah. I didn't get to celebrate it. Because of the play. Because fucking work takes all my time. Because I have no downtime. Because I'm sick. I get nothing. The one time I'm doing more for anyone than anyone can ever understand, and it's the one time when I get the least amount of stuff in return. And I hate that. That is why May has been the worst month of my life. I'm a fucking tool to people. That is my sole purpose in life. Is to be a goddamn tool, a stepping stone for everyone else. I mean, in case you're wondering, yes, they did ask what day would work best for us to do iCourse again. Only problem was that everyone else said yes to it. So even if I said no, kind of scales don't tip in my balance. So the fact of the matter is, I had to. But like I said, there are a few highlights to my day. Those few highlights in May had to have been any chat I've had with Byron, the 3 morons, anything to do with them, some of the bus rides, I suppose, the unexpected birthday wishes from an ex-member of Epic and someone I cut ties with, kind of repaired things with, and was shocked that they even remembered my birthday. Yeah. No, I think that's it. I think out of everything, those few interactions are my entire highlight. Oh, and just icing on the cake. In terms of sickness, throughout late April to May, I've had to take medication every morning because I have a goddamn thing in my stomach that makes me feel like I want to vomit in the mornings. So yay! Yay me! I had to deal with vomiting. Not that I actually vomited, it was dry heaving. Like, I wouldn't actually vomit if I gagged, but I always felt like I was going to. So, whoop-de-doo! That's another problem. May has not been kind to me. And so that kind of explains where I've been. And I know that took a while, and that was a very long-winded explanation, but that's really the full explanation of where I've been. I've been getting used, I've been getting overworked and underappreciated. That's where I've been. And so, for the update, I am considering quitting Walmart. Even with all the talks I've had with Walmart, I might quit Walmart. But that's not to deter you from working at Walmart. You gotta be better than I was, you know? You gotta be more strict with your hours. You gotta be stern. You gotta be straightforward. You gotta be to the point. You gotta know exactly what you want to do when you're working at Walmart. Otherwise, they'll take advantage of you. So if any of you want to work at Walmart, don't let what I say deter you. Please, go do it if you want to. It pays very well. Hours are great. Like, I made 800 something the other week. It pays well, it does. But you gotta be very direct, you gotta be very, stubborn, stern. You can't have any leeway with Walmart. You have to be straight, to the point, narrow. Very direct. You have to know what you want to do. So quick, before I go, just a couple things. Actually, how long have I been recording for? Let me see. Oh, Jesus, almost 40 minutes. Okay. Well, I kind of expected to go that long. I actually rented for an hour last night. Some quick updates for the channel. I will be returning to uploading. I plan to do a lot today. And so I will. First order of business today, I'm going to catch up on things I haven't caught up on yet. So I'm going to do the breakdown of my song-a-log, and then I'm going to play another episode of Who's Killer Garden, and probably another episode of Batman, just because my parents aren't home. I'm going to take advantage of the time I have with the Xbox. Aside from that, I'm thinking of doing a small project because, for my birthday actually, and this is the one birthday gift I'm like extremely proud of. I got, I decided to get a head start on my Halloween costume. And as you know, every year at SJC, I decide to dress up as a character from the Batman universe. Like a Batman villain. And so, I got this mask. So, I'm thinking of doing a project about Scarecrow. Because quite frankly, I love this mask. I do. This mask is one of my favorite things I've gotten. And although it's just the tip of the iceberg, although it's just the start of my wonderful, wonderful costume, it is most certainly a part. Give me a second. Oh no, is that supposed to be like that? That's probably supposed to be like that, yeah. Okay. It is a very cool part of my costume. And so, yeah. Oh, and another thing to add to the benchmark portion of this video. Something happened to me for the first time yesterday, actually. There was so much emotion in one of my dreams that I actually woke up crying. And if you know me at all, you know it is highly difficult to make me cry. So that was a bit of a shocker. But otherwise, I've covered everything. So yeah, no, that's been my week. That's been where I've been. So I'm gonna quickly edit this. See you guys soon with more content. I'll catch back up. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Azza, so like, comment, subscribe for more of this. We're getting my vlogs, whatever else comes. I'll see you all very, very soon. Later, guys.